So the next thing we want to do, we want just to have it within multiple type of elements. But what happens if I have some other type of objects, such as beams? So I'm just going to place some of them so that they are noisy in between the selection. At this point, it won't make a difference because they are just elements. But what happens if I want to make a function that is specifically for structural columns? Yeah, I will need to... Oh, come on. 8. Yep. Yeah, I have something like that happening, right? And I don't want to mess it around by selecting a framing when there's the column. So at this point, if I just use the same, just gonna go admin manager, I can pick either the beams or the columns. It won't make a difference. I can pick as many as I want it, and it's gonna give me framing, columns, framing, columns, framing, columns, right? So if I want to avoid that to happening, let's just stop deleting functions, and I promise I will just make it this one work within those. So within the instruction, we have single select element, multiple selection. Let's create a multiple selection with a filter. This is going to be multiple structural element selection. In that case, it will only multiple structural column element selection, so that we know that this is just for columns. So the thing we need to implement there for avoiding that to happen is that we need to make it the allocated element just to use a filter. The proper way of doing it, it's adding from the list of elements from here, from the reference. It's called an iSelection filter, which is another type of enumerate. Let's call it filter, and the filter is going to be a new shiny structural column selection filter. You can see that this function is not existing. This type of element does not exist, so we need to implement it. And just for that to work, it's going to be simple because we just need the selection filter to be next to the object type. So let's call it filter, comma, and that will do it. So it says like, we have it, you're missing. We can do a potential and generate, no, not in a new file. Yeah, I think it done it on a new file, yeah. So I'm just gonna copy this one. It's not supposed to be on a different file. I mean, we can do it on a different file, but won't make sense if we already have this one. As you can see, it's calling it internal class. We're gonna change it so it's public. And what we need to implement is that selection filter is actually doing the things we require it to do. So it needs to have two functions. The first one is public, that it's the bool, if it's going to allow element. Element. So this function, I'm creating it because it's from the same implement. If I do it here, it says like, yeah, you're missing, your potential is like structure database. So I'm just going to do the structure, and that's going to solve the problems. The other thing it needs to be implemented here, it's the public bool allow reference, using a reference, call it reference as well, XYZ position. Open it to be return false. If we do here return through, as far as we know, it's already working, but the filter is not working. The filter is just being created, but it doesn't have anything to rebuild within the true because we're allowing it to happen always. So if I build the solution, I need to change it on our main function. Instead of multiple element selector, multiple structural column element selection. I didn't delete it, I just use it from there. Yep. So you can go main add-in. And at this moment it's selecting all of them, right? It's not doing any changes. Framings, structural framings, nothing happening. So what we need to implement is, yeah, it's gonna close this one and delete it. Is we need to have from our extraction process a setting that it's if, since we have the element.category.name, we want to compare it. So this is the first time we're using an if statement. The if statement is going to tell us if something is exactly the same, if it's contained or if it's different. So putting two equals, it compares with a string, structural column. I'm not sure if it's a structural columns or column, so that I can check it within the object. Return true. Else, that will be our other scenario. Return false. I need to place the true or false. Let's review if it's a structural column called. We can do it. Add-ins, Revit lookup. Snoop correct selection. It's called category. You can see that it's the same structure, category. This is called structural name, structural columns. Structural columns. That's it. So if we build it, succeeded. Now if we use it, select column, cannot select the framings, column. As much as I want it, it won't select it. The only problem that I will see is that if you are debugging, we just need to leave this one off. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it on so that you can see the problem. So build, reattach to the process. So you see, if we read it without that debugging, run, each time it goes over, it's gonna do a pause. It says like, oh, this is a reference that I don't know. And it's gonna be very buggy because it's trying to read every time you're doing the selection. So just keep it off, and when you finish the results, just change it to be on. And that will make it work within a multiple select.